Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm starting a series on Teach for India where I invite a current cohort member to answer some of the commonly asked questions on the program. In this video, Shivam, who is in his second year at the fellowship, will talk about how the Teach for India program is conducted online because of COVID-19 and what has the experience been because of these changes. I also want to give out a disclaimer that the views expressed by guests are their own and their appearance on the channel does not imply an endorsement of or any entity that they represent, and the content of this video is not sponsored in any way. I have already created a video on what the Teach for India program is about. In case you haven't watched that, I'm attaching the link here, and please consider looking at that before diving into the Q&A videos now. So, and also if you do find this video helpful, please consider subscribing. And on that note, let's get started.
Hi, I am Shivam Bhatnagar. I am an economics graduate. I completed my graduation from Kirodimal College of Delhi University. I graduated last year, and that was the year I applied for Teach for India Fellowship in my final semester. I joined TFI amidst the pandemic in July of 2020. So that's just a very brief introduction about myself. What got me into TFI? So I think I chose TFI because I'm quite passionate about development aspects and um, and policy interventions basically, and how they trickle down to the masses. So I thought that Teach for India will be a perfect opportunity for me to provide that experience at the grassroots levels and basically see how things work at the grassroots and how it's impacting the people. And I also thought that it will give me a lot more clarity about the education system in India and the ed inequity that we face.
Training has been virtual. I'm guessing the program was also executed virtually because nobody could really go out during the COVID times. So could you also elaborate a little more on that aspect, since this is the first time that the program has gone online?
Yeah, so I think that's a very wise thing that they did because they tried to adapt to the pandemic rather than canceling the program altogether because the students and the families were facing a lot of difficulties given COVID. We all are aware of the digital divide the country faces, and the vision of TFI is that one day all students attain an excellent education, and they didn't want to stop that because of the pandemic or the challenges that we all faced during those time. So how they did that was they did online learning, blended learning as a form of education. So it consists of basically two parts. It consists of synchronous learning blocks in which we take classes directly with the students, and there are asynchronous packets that we design to basically enhance and bolster their learning. So that's how they try to envision that, but said that it's not that black and white. Is a lot of gray area as well. To that, there is a lot of things that we have to keep in mind while designing packets or the class. It's very methodological, very structured in that way. So that's the approach that they undertook. So starting from the assessment center that I gave to the virtual institute training, to the online classes, the placements and the city induction, everything happened virtually for me.
Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, as I'll also get fellows to answer more questions on the Teach for India Fellowship program, and I hope to see you in the next one.